I'm already smoking this cigar. At this point, it looks like a Toro, right? Like a 6x52, but great burn, great razor sharp char line. In reality, the cigar was, I think, 8x52. I don't have the cello. I don't even know if the cello had a sticker on it. This cigar was generously provided to us by Uncle Larry. So shout out Uncle Larry. I was doing a live and I was in town, and well, we started here. We got bad connection, so I drove to town while we were on the live, and we had Stash on, and then we were gonna have Sacco on. But I ran into a personal situation, and I had to come back home. But I had to get off the phone because I had to make a phone call. And I ran into some bullshit. Everything's fine. The point is though. So the live got ruined. I apologize. But I didn't want to, not say waste the cigar, because I'm enjoying it. But I wanted to still put out the content and talk about the cigar and the size, because I never smoked in this size. Right now, we're at a gentle medium full here. When I started off, it was a medium, and then went to medium plus. So I can't find any. This was must be a special size. I got to talk to Uncle Larry, because I never seen online. The biggest they had was like a 6x60 or 7 by some. I don't know, but I didn't see an 8-inch. This one was a tremendous cigar. What I must say, it was beautiful. This cigar in this size, just the way it started off, and I'm gonna drop that ash. It's such an easy to love blend in this big size. Gentle, but it's still a robust cigar. I'm not saying like it's ass kicking, but it's got nice, beautiful milk chocolate, slight bit of earth, nice amounts of black pepper, nice coffee, not super dark. So all in all, it's like a 75% darkness cigar, and right now it's around a gentle medium full. So all in all, it's a comfortable, pleasurable. You've been here before, but it's enjoyable. The notes are very simple, but really harmonious, and it's really nice. If you like cigars like a Padron 26 or 64 Maduro, you would like this Mi Querida. And the Mi Querida comes in at a very affordable and attractive price, around $10 to $12 at a lounge, depending on the size where you're at. Maybe even a little less, depending where you're at. So it is a Connecticut broadleaf. I'm not sure if it's a Maduro or a Oscuro, if it's darker than that. But the rest is Nicaraguan. So all in all, also, if you like cigars like the Melanio V Maduro, even though it's a Mexican San Andreas Maduro, but I find cigars lots of times with either a Connecticut broadleaf Maduro and the rest being Nicaraguan, or Mexican San Andreas Maduro and the rest being Nicaraguan. They kind of fall into not exact, but a similar type of warehouse, and generally a similar type of strength, like a comfortable three-quarter darkness and a comfortable three-quarter strength cigar, where you feel like you're getting enough power, but that's not going to blow out your blowout zone, and it's enjoyable. And I've been eating pineapple, and I already ate most of my pineapple. And the cigar's been really nice and pleasant. The draw's been great on this. I did let it sit out for 2 days because it's a big cigar, and I was worried about being too moist, especially here in Florida. So I took it out of the cellophane, took it out of the humidor. There's a little bit of charred wood trying to come in, but it's not a major wood note. Ask your mother. Major wood note. But anyways, it's delicious. I have nothing bad to say about it. The Mi Querida in this tremendous 8-inch size. Uncle Larry, I'm going to have to find out. Or maybe Uncle Larry, if you're watching this in the future, you can let us know how you got this 8-inch size. Oh, that sounds a little fun. Uncle Larry, are you packing an 8-inch size? So, point is, though, it's not listed. So, was this an event-only cigar? Maybe you told me and I forgot. I'm still not. So I apologize for. There was a short live of this, and we were having a good time with Stash, and then we are gonna have Sacco on. But I didn't want to post like a 2 live thing and two separate lives for the same cigar. So I'm just making a review on this. I'm gonna come back later, towards the end. I'll make this a quick one because I just saw discombobulated. So I apologize for that. The finish is quite nice, quite delicious. It's a long finish, but it's not super heavy. But the finish is sticking around the tongue, so I'll take that. All in all, it's very nice. I'd say if you want to have a similar cigar, but a little more robust but less smooth, try the Umbagog, and you'll save a little money. But I think the Mi Querida is a little more money, and the Querida definitely feels like a little more age, feels a little more smoother than the Umbagog. So if you just want to have a similar cigar to the Querida, but save some bucks, and you want a more robust version, you know, it's not the exact same, but it's more robust, a little less refined, but the Umbagog is a great time. But the Querida is definitely a next level cigar compared to the Umbagog, but you're going to pay for it though. And it's not astronomically more, but a few more dollars. So it depends what you want to do. The Querida is definitely a great quality cigar. This blue version is very easy to love. If you like Connecticut broadleafs, if you like cigars like the Liga Number 9, this is not as strong as Liga Number 9 and not as complex, but it's still a very beautiful cigar. And you could say Liga Number 9-esque at a cheaper price. I mean, the Liga Number 9 is definitely superior to this, but it better be. It costs a lot more money. So, but if you want to have a good time, in a way, those would be three good cigars to compare to each other. Try yourself a Umbagog on the low end side, a price point, see what it does for you. The Querida in between, more expensive, and then finish off with a higher end Liga Number 9, and try to get them all in the same size or close, and then you can compare and contrast and see how age and time and how it affects similar types of blends. But they're all great cigars, and each one has their purpose, and each one doesn't replace the other. And it's kind of nice seeing similar type of blends at different price points, at different complexities, and how time and age affects it. Clearly, the Liga Number 9 would be the superior one, but it's going to cost more money, and it's a richer, more complex, stronger cigar. But it's expensive. I mean, it's not crazy expensive, but it's not cheap. I mean, Querida's not cheap either, but it's more of like an upper mid-tier type of cigar, and it's fantastic. And the Umbagog price point, everyone's sleeping on the Umbagog. In a way, I'm happy. If people start really catching on the Umbagog, the prices are going to go up. Try some Umbagog cigars. You're going to have a great, and those will be great to age. Nice milk chocolatey note. Really nice black pepper and a little bit of charred wood, a little bit of earth, and a nice clean coffee note. All in all, it's not a zesty cigar. It's not some spicy blowout zone. You need some Pepto-Bismol or Tums. It's a comfortable, stronger cigar, but it's not, I wouldn't call it like, oh God, this is a strong cigar. It's not a weak cigar, and it's not a medium strength cigar, but it's a comfortable medium full. That, now, of course, if you get this in a small size, it's going to be a little more robust. And I don't know also if this had a little time on it, that Uncle Larry sent it to me gracefully. I don't know if it had a year or two on it. That we could find out, hopefully in the comments. But I'm going to come back and just come back in the last third with this. Holding the smoke, it feels very, not the word timid, it feels very pleasant. When I hold the smoke on this, the milk chocolate lingers and slight black pepper. It was something, when I hold the smoke, it wasn't like the spice was lingering, and so it was like, wow, like it wasn't trying to blow out your blowout zone. It wasn't trying to bang you. It was trying to make sweet love. That's the kind of vibe on this cigar. If you're looking for a 3/4 strength cigar that if it was a mood, you'd be making love. This is not no get your freak on. So it's that kind of vibe. I'll come back. Well, we're deep into it. I feel like I've been smoking the cigar for like 2 hours. We're finally in our last third. I'd say the last like 3 inches of this cigar, it really picked up to a solid medium full, and it's really pushing the flavors to where it'd be considered like more of a stronger cigar. The flavors at this point are much heavier, and it's still 3/4 darkness, but the sweetness has gotten stronger. The charred wood really picked up. The black pepper spice really picked up. But we're in the last third. So if you have the cigar in like Robusto, you can expect to get to that stronger part faster. So overall, you're going to say, well, this is a stronger cigar, Richie. Yes, remember, I smoked this as an 8-inch version, I believe. So it's going to have more time to build up. So you might have more time that's more medium plus, and then getting to a gentle medium full. And in the last third of it, it's like, wow. So, so it's, if you go with a cigar this long, it's going to take a lot longer to get to this point. But even though the beginning was medium plus, and then gentle medium full, smoking an 8-inch cigar, even though the first like 4 to 5 inches was considered like more pleasant and more almost a gentle strong cigar, when it got to maybe 3 inches into it, overall it's still a lot of tobacco and a lot of nicotine you're smoking, and I hold the smoke a lot. So overall, this cigar is going to be a lot of nicotine to absorb. I do recommend the cigar. It really was delicious. And the last third really is getting a little wowza. Red pepper comes into the mix as well in the last third. And I would say it's definitely a lot more ballsy or aggressive in the last third. All in all, the cigar, delicious. The Querida Blue, in this size overall, the whole experience, a 4.65. A solid, really great cigar, enjoyable. I could say, well, see if it's for you, but I think if you like darker cigars that aren't really overall in a blowout zone, you don't like this cigar. This size, though, is an extreme size, and I don't think you could find it. I'm not sure how Uncle Larry got this in this size. But if you have this in like Toro or Busto, expect, probably maybe a medium plus start, but then once you get an inch into it, you're probably going to go straight to medium full. And then the last 3 inches, you're going to be a strong medium full. There is a difference. The cigar never kicked my ass, but the last third is definitely stronger at this point. The finish is much heavier and longer. The charred wood sticking around stronger. The earth's more robust. So no new notes really came into the mix, but just overall, the end is more formulaically stronger, explosive, as most last thirds are. So I do recommend this stick. In this size, it was enjoyable, although you're going to need to give yourself 2.5 hours. It's a long time, and but it's better than doing time in prison. Don't go to prison. There's no cigars in prison. Stay out of trouble. Don't do anything stupid. It's waiting for you. Everything could get you in trouble. Drinking, okay, you want to have a drink at home? Sure. You want to go to a bar and have 1 drink? Okay, if you're having 2 or 3 drinks, get a ride. Or if you're going to have 2 or 3 drinks, then bring a cigar. And after you're done having your 2 or 3 drinks, go sit outside and smoke a big Toro or Gordo. Give yourself an hour and a half after having 3 drinks, because 1 drink you're going to be fine. 2, 3 drinks you might be teetering over the limit or at the limit. You go outside, you smoke a cigar for an hour and a half, relax, go take a leak somewhere, and you probably will be okay to drive home. You have like 3, 4, 5 drinks, you probably shouldn't even risk it that night. Don't be stupid. But if you're at a bar for an hour and you only have 2 to 3 drinks, you still shouldn't drive. Though I would recommend bringing a safety cigar and then going outside. I'm not telling pequeño. If you're having like 2 or 3 drinks, figure 1 drink's on the house in a sense. That's a free play. You get to that second drink, now you might blow a 0.02 or 3 or 4. You never know. 3 drinks, you don't play with it. So that hour's not enough. Afterwards, you smoke a cigar for an hour and a half, you'd probably be okay. But still, it depends what you're drinking and how you tolerate it. Also, if they're drinking doubles, forget it. If you're drinking like double scotches, 1 double scotch, that's it. You're still going to need a safety cigar. Give yourself an hour and a half after that. If you have 2 doubles, forget about it. Don't drive at all. Get an Uber, or if you have 2 or 3 doubles, bring 2 Gordos. And then after that, you're better off sitting outside on a park bench and smoking for 3 to 4 hours, back-to-back Gordos. It's better off sitting there and processing at the local county and waiting for a bologna sandwich overnight than seeing the judge in the morning. That's if you're lucky. If you get arrested on a Friday or Saturday or a holiday weekend, you might not see the judge till Monday or Tuesday. Oof. You want to sit in the same clothes for 2 or 3 days? You're not fresh. Don't get in trouble. There's no cigars in prison. So if you go to a bar and you're going to drive, I'm talking about if you're going to have like at max 2 or 3 drinks, bring a safety cigar or 2 and then hang out. Look at that cigar and say, wow, better. I'm not talking about in your car, though. If you had 2 or 3 drinks, don't sit in your car and have a cigar and say, no, I'm going to wait till make sure I'm under the limit. Richie said, no, not while you're sitting in the car and holding the keys. Fucked. This world is a trap. It's a trap. And alcohol's legal. But then no one makes you drive a car afterwards. Don't be stupid. Like everyone, every day, there's someone in every state, in every county, in every city getting a DUI. More than 1 person, too. And they're probably only catching less than 1% of people doing it. Don't be that 1%. Because that 1% tonight of people that get caught drinking and driving, it could cost you 50% of what you have. It could cost you 100%. If you hurt someone, or you run for the cops, or you get into an accident, bro, your insurance, everything, your record now, you could lose your job. You could lose custody of your children. Think about it. For what? A couple of Jim Beams and a Budweiser? What are you, fucking retarded? Stay home if you're going to have a drink. In my opinion, limit your alcohol content. But if you're going to go out and you say, oh, I want to throw caution to the wind today, I'm going to have a good time, get yourself an Uber. Or drive there and walk home. It'd be cheaper for you to drive to a bar, have a few drinks, get a ride or Uber or walk to a motel, sleep it off, order food. If you have to hire companionship, whatever, it'll be cheaper that night for you to spend a couple $100 on chilling out, having a good time, than getting in trouble. Drinking and driving, bro, I have no pity for you. You know the rules. You know what's going to happen. And I can't stress that enough. There's one person you don't want to see after the bartender, and that's a policeman, if you're behind the wheel. Because then the next person you see is the judge. So picture Richie sitting right behind you. And if you're sitting there at a bar, picture Richie saying, bro, don't ruin your life. You should have drank at home and limited. But if you're going to go out and drink, prepare for it. Because either way, you can prepare and say, oh, it's going to cost me a ride home. Or let me sleep it off. Let me go walk home. Or let me go bring a cigar or two, hang out outside. Bring some snacks in your pocket. I don't know, a couple of Slim Jims. Even though it's not healthy, it's better off. Do that. Have some Slim Jims. Have a couple of cigars. Wait it off. You know, you're better off watching the sunrise after getting drunk. And then going home, you know, where you're under the limit. Than getting in trouble and then going to county. It's not worth it. It's so stupid. It's so preventable. It is a fucking that you could prevent. Don't say I didn't warn you. I don't owe you anything, and you don't owe me anything. This is a free advice. Don't do it. You ever going through a divorce? You're going through a bad time in life. You lost your job. You're going to make it better by drinking and driving, losing your license. Some states and counties, you lose your car. First offense. And then forget about your insurance rates. In fact, I thoroughly believe insurance companies love bars because now they can raise your rates. And then intercock, see that you're sitting there blowing that thing. You have to pull over every 45 minutes. $250 a month plus recalibration every other month. Bro. It's a cock that you polished yourself. Like, don't do it. See you around. Don't drink and drive. 4.65 and enjoyable. Three-quarter darkness. Overall, medium plus to medium full, and the ending on a heavy medium full. So overall, it's an enjoyable Connecticut broadleaf cigar with enough Nicaraguan tobacco to push that flavor in an enjoyable experience. Where I would consider this overall a semi-strong cigar, not blowout zone. Enjoy it, and don't go to prison. I warned you.